he lives here.
So,
Alicia Keys, she lives here. Steve Martin, he
we're
lives here.
mostly
Benedict
celebrities that are
Cumberbatch
staying and living.
does not live here. He lives in London. Nice try, I got you. But everybody else does actually live here. It's a lot easier to spot celebrities here in New York City than anywhere else in the world for one very simple reason. They do not hide as much because they don't have to. New Yorkers do not care who you are as long as you're not in my way. That's how it works. If you're not blocking the sidewalk or the entrance to the subway, I could not give less of a toot. Case in point, I once saw Natalia Dyer down here of Stranger Things fame. I did not say hi to her because it was raining and I had places to be. That's how it works here in the city. Speaking of Soho, Soho, one of the most expensive neighborhoods here in New York City. How can you tell? Two ways. Number one, if you look at these stores we're passing, a lot of them, especially the less huge name brand one, are all boutiques. Which means the kind of place where you're like, I could shop there. This is like my style, and I go in there to buy a pair of jeans, and a pair of jeans is $200. Is that New York City pricing? The other way of telling is via rent. We're going to play a little interactive game here. If I told you that the average one-bedroom apartment in New York City was 600 square feet, 55 square meters, for the average one-bedroom apartment, how much do you think in Manhattan you pay on average for rent for that apartment? Anybody got a guess? Just throw them out at me. If you're wondering who is dragging up the average, Soho is. Over here, the average one-bedroom apartment runs you close to $6,000 a month. But you might be neighbors with Justin Timberlake, so that's nice. Yeah, I know, isn't it wild? And the average keeps climbing too, which is really, really fun for all New Yorkers. I once had a lady on my... We're on a bus. If I had Soho apartment money, I would not be here. I would be in my nice Soho apartment. Like, what about the top you have? But yeah, no, she was very sweet. I adore her. She had all the best questions. I quoted her like 3 times in my tours because she gave me so much material. I could do a whole 5-minute set just... One of them is right behind us. Behind me is Canal Street, behind which is Chinatown. Chinatown is one of the last affordable neighborhoods here in Manhattan because it's one of the least gentrified ones because apartments change hands from friends to friends to families to families. They don't hit the open market, so the rent stays low, which is very fortunate. Chinatown is what we're going to be driving in. That's going to be on all the shop signs that you're going to be seeing on your right and left, as well as some of the street signs. If you look very closely, you can spot it. If you larger than Chinatown in San Francisco, so take that, West Coast. Number 1, right here. That's what it's all about.
What's the 401?
That's 941 Broadway. That's just the name of this housing building right there. So a lot of the tall buildings we have in New York City are mainly residential buildings that are not usually named. They're like named something like Spring Towers or something like that, or like Kew Gardens, something like that. But a lot of the taller buildings are like named and really nice buildings that are going out pretty often. So we now find ourselves cruising alongside Chinatown. Chinatown is where you want to go. Yes, coming up on the right is McDonald's in Mandarin, which is the one that people usually get very excited about. So why? It's very cool. Chinatown is where you want to go for the best Chinese food in New York City. You'll find it all through Chinatown. There's amazing Chinese food. Generally, you can't really go wrong. High fashion. Although, if you want to buy high fashion here in Chinatown, I recommend double checking the spelling of the label you are purchasing. If Prada turns into Dada, you should ask for your money back. Also, if you look on your left, you will see more Chinatown. But if you look on your left in one block, you'll be seeing what's left of Little Italy. So get your cameras out, point them directly to your left. You'll be passing Little Italy very quickly. Actually, we have a red light cycle, so you have all the time in the world to get your cameras out. But we will pass it quickly. You'll see they have like colors and a gorgeous string light poem. You do not want to miss that. Oh, Kurt the driver is giving us a good look at it. We love you, Kurt. They just installed these arches. They were not there when I last came through here a couple days ago. It's very nice. Oh, it's because it was better. Yeah, that makes sense. It was a very big holiday in August. Literally not the best place in the city for Italian food. I'm just telling you right now, if you want the best Italian food in Manhattan, you go to the Upper East Side. There's amazing Italian food over there. There's a restaurant called San Matteo. Because I shut up for like a second. I'm going to be having a sip of water downstairs. I'll leave you all to just enjoy the sights, but do not worry, I will rejoin you quickly. I have one rule that everyone absolutely must follow as we cross the bridge. Make sure to remain seated at all times. I will get you. I would also not touch the water of the East River with a 40-foot pole. It's not good swimming. Here's what you're going to be seeing. I'm going to point it out before I make my leave. On your right is going to be downtown, the Brooklyn Bridge. There's also going to be the Statue of Liberty about halfway through, and the harbor. On your left, the tall buildings of Midtown. You're going to be seeing Brooklyn, Queens, and the Williamsburg Bridge. Once again, please make sure to remain seated, and I'll see you all in Brooklyn.
We're not at the Brooklyn Bridge. Okay, Steven. So cool. Steven. Wow. Oh, the bridge, Steven. The bridge is there. Look, Steven, look man, sabi nga niya.
There's a baseball.
Okay. Ito na. Steven. Oh no, not view this, that's good.
I'm scared.
We're passing the road. Oh, Steven. I love it. Steven, look at it.
I'm scared of heights.
All you're right now.
Okay. It's done. I think there's a train.
New York City boroughs in one trip. Congratulations, you've now done 2 in 1 day. So pat yourselves on the back. It's a tough feat doing that. Tough feat doing that. If you have no, I love that over there. That was very cute. If you have no idea what I'm talking about with these 5 boroughs, it's very simple. New York City is split into 5 parts. Manhattan, where we are now. Then there is Queens, which is where LaGuardia Airport and JFK Airport are. So you will have come through there maybe. There is the Bronx, which is where the Yankees play. And then there is Staten Island. There's nothing cool to say about Staten Island, so we're just gonna move on. I made that joke one time, and it happened that a lady from Staten Island was on the bus, and she was upset at me for that joke. So just for her, I did 5 more minutes of jokes about Staten Island. She did not enjoy those either. The cool thing about Brooklyn they talk about here in Brooklyn. So where do I even start? Well, number 1, we're talking about famous people who are from places. If you've ever heard of a man named Jay-Z, he is not only from Brooklyn, he went to high school 1 block away from here. He never finished high school, got his GED, and now he's a double millionaire. So stay in school, kids. It is clearly very important. No, you should stay in school. I'm Peter, which is why I'm here. I'm just going to be doing this joke for the rest of the tour, just over and over and over. No, do not worry. You are safe. As I said, my kind of comedy is to do a joke until it's not funny to anyone except for me. And I've started toning that down a little bit. My earlier tours, when I started this job, ooh. So we're all good now. We are sharpened. By the way, since we are approaching the bridge again, I have a little surprise for you guys. This time, just a little bit of Frank Sinatra's New York, New York for you as we cross it for the best part. I know, give you your own little New York City moment. Yes, I'm not. I can see you're like, I am also a pretty decent singer. And according to my grandma, the most handsome guy who works here at Top View. And we all love my grandma, don't we? She's lovely. So, as we go over the bridge, we're going to sing for you guys. It's going to be very fun. I don't just do that for any reason, though. I do that to celebrate you guys. Speaking of, is anybody celebrating something? Congrats! Oh my god, you have so much wisdom to share. You should be doing the tour instead of me. Excuse me, what do I know? I'm just here, like, look at this building, and you're like, I've lived a life. I've seen it. You should be just doing, you should be doing Frank Sinatra's My Way. You should be doing it.
There's a
Exactly, right?
birthday
So,
at the back.
do we have, in addition to those birthdays, maybe a graduation? Somebody just graduated